the month of December 2012. This is Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions Galactisports Rap. Hello once again, sports and entertainment fans. I'm David Barnes, owner of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions, bringing you the news and events from intergalactic independent wrestling and the Pride and Honor Fighting Mixed Martial Arts Promotions. Let's get it started with the November 7th episode of the Intergalactic Independent Wrestling Promotions weekly television show, Collision. The Samoan Vice Squad defeated the TNT Boys in the first match on the November 7th episode of IIW Collision when Tika pinned Terry with the Samoan's finisher, the Samoan Smasher. Plain Jane White pinned the IIW transsexual Roseanne Palmer with a butterfly suplex. The Skyscrapers defeated the 18-Wheelers when Rex Sky pinned Peterbilt with the Skyscrapers finisher, the Falling Skies. Destine pinned the Irish Brawler Irish Brats with her finisher, Your Destiny. The Molto Bellas defeated the Lady Gladiators when Bella Noor pinned Destina with her finisher, the Mambo Italiano. Cola is still having a bad run of luck since he signed with the IIW last month because on this episode he fell victim to King Francois Dubois' finisher, the Royal Mutilation. Bootylicious Bertha pinned Lady Contessa Windsor with her finisher, the Booty Bomb. The next match featured the second meeting between Harvard Yale and Lord Alan Windsor. In this match, Lord Alan hit Harvard with both the Union Jack Drop and the Rule Britannia, but was unable to get the 3 count. The Harvard Law School graduate turned the match around and used one of his signature moves, the closing arguments, but couldn't hurt Lord Alan enough to get him down for a pin attempt. After 7 more minutes of action, it took an Ivy League followed by the Law Review to give Harvard the pinfall victory. Once again, a bootleg holovid of the match hit the Uninet, but unlike last time, the fan who made the video was caught and arrested by the IIW security and will be facing prosecution for holovideo piracy. The Clan McFlynn requested and was granted a rematch with Road Rage in an attempt to avenge their loss to them on the October 31st episode of Collision. During the match, Roadkill hit LJ McFlynn with a power slam and went for the cover, but the pin was broken up by Jason. As the referee was escorting him back to his corner, Roadkill and Rage hit LJ with a lower variation of their finisher, the Devastation, when Roadkill used a running clothesline while Rage came in from behind with a knee clip, giving Roadkill the pinfall victory. Los Tamales Caliente defeated the BFFs when Holly Pena pinned Donna Trump with her finisher, the Picante. During the non-title match between the Sisters at Heart and the IIW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queen Bees, it may have been possible that the Queen Bees made a switch outside the ring, but then again, it didn't matter if a switch was made, as Ambrosian pinned one of them, allegedly Queen Bee number 1, with a power slam. Due to the injury of the one-man army by King Francois Dubois and the Cowboys from Hell on October 17th, the Andromedan Mambo Taurus was elevated to number 1 contender status and would challenge Herman Glopp in the Best of 3 Falls Titan Deathmatch main event for the IIW heavyweight title. It wasn't to be Taurus' night though, because Herman successfully defended the title in 2 straight falls when, during both falls, Taurus knocked himself out attempting the bullseye when Herman moved out of the way, setting Herman up to execute the Glopp drop and get the pin. The Skyscrapers took on the TNT Boys in the first match on the November 14th episode of Collision. Lex Sky hit Tracy with the Skyplex and went for the cover, but Terry came into the ring and broke up the pin. As the referee was escorting Terry back to the ring apron, Rex and Lex blasted Terry with a variation of the Hardy Boys' Poetry in Motion when Lex leaped off his brother's back and performed a cannonball onto Tracy to get the pin. The 18-Wheelers defeated the Samoan Vice Squad when Peterbilt pinned Tika with the 5th wheel. The Sisters at Heart faced the BFFs in the next match. Donna Trump executed the Google Draw Dream on Desiree, but she managed to escape and leave the ring to regroup, only to have Donna follow her out. Desiree grabbed her and whipped her into the force field security barrier surrounding the ring, separating the fans from the ring repeatedly, not even bothering to listen to the referee who warned her to stop her assault and get back into the ring. For her refusal to obey the referee, she was disqualified and the match was awarded to the BFFs. The Lady Gladiators finally broke their losing streak in their match with Los Tamales Caliente when Gothica, who was beginning to be viewed by the fans in the IIW as the weak link of the team, pinned Holly Pena after loading her fist with something and knocking the Latina out. Bootylicious Bertha pinned Plain Jane White with her finisher, the Booty Bomb. The Irish Hellcat Shannon Egan's attempted to use her finisher, the Calling Shenanigans, to pin Misfit in the next match, but the female Golden Gym member moved out of the way at the last second, stunning Shannon long enough for Misfit to pin her with her finisher, the Bowplex. The wannabe soft drink developer, Cola, has yet to get a win in IIW. Unfortunately, on this episode, he couldn't get one over the IIW terrorist, Sheikh Khalik Sirhan, who pinned Cola with his finisher, Allahu Akbar. Dewey Cheatham pinned Sebastian Rourke after he always cheated by throwing powder into Sebastian's eyes, not once, but twice. The IIW transsexual Roseanne Palmer pinned Destine with her finisher, the Five Sisters. Nelson Nuff defeated the Multibellas when Justine Nuff pinned Bella Nora with her finisher, Nuff Said. The Sioux Warrior Bison pinned the Andromedan Manbull Taurus with his finisher, the Extinction. The Annihilators put their IIW Tag Team titles against former champions Road Rage on this episode's Best of Three Falls Titan Death main event. Road Rage took the first fall when Roadkill pinned Thalos with a Power Slam, and then went on to take the second fall and once again become the IIW Tag Team Champions when Rage pinned Thalos in the second fall by way of Road Rage's finisher, the Devastation. Coming up after this commercial break, we'll continue our look at the results of IIW Collision with the November 21st and 28th episodes. But don't go too far, we'll be right back.
Today we acted like a 5-year-old with our 5-year-old. Boarded the Titanic and lived to tell about it. Rode 5 rides and had 100 laughs. What all will you do? The center of fun in the Smokies is a small town called Pigeon Forge, where families come together. Visit mypigeonforge.com to learn more.
Introducing new All Mighty Packs, our most concentrated all ever. Packed with All's active stain lifters, each pack has more cleaning power per ounce to help tackle tough dirt and stains the first time. New All Mighty Packs. Powerful clean, mighty results.
Every morning is the same. We say hi to Mrs. Williams. We let everybody and their mama merge. And the one bright spot? McDonald's, where we get one of those sweet and creamy iced coffees.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Caramel. Every day. Hazelnut?
McCafe iced coffee. Vanilla, hazelnut, or caramel. The choice is yours.
Tomorrow, we're going for a frappe. Who are you?
The simple joy of surprising yourself.
Sonic brushes work great and can be expensive. Now you can get the Arm & Hammer Spin Brush Sonic for about $15. It's clinically proven to remove up to 95% of plaque, cleaning this without cleaning out this. The Arm & Hammer Spin Brush Sonic.
Think how much easier life would be if you never made a wrong turn. Unfortunately, there aren't any maps to keep your life safe and predictable, but the Girls in Boys Town National Hotline can help. They understand the problem and know what to do to help make it better. If you need some direction, call toll-free at 1-800-448-3000. The Girls in Boys Town National Hotline. There are a lot of places you should avoid, but this isn't one of them.
You won the D. Snyder Weekend! Woo! Hell wants to party! Yeah, now I love to
I'm good. Nobody cleans the rock and roll out of your carpet like Stanley Steamer for carpet, wood, and tile.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner!
Ooh, man, this crowd is hot tonight.
No, and I'm thirsty. Hey, will you pass me some of that Lipton?
When you put goodness inside, you can't help but shine on the outside.
Mmm. Woo!
100% natural Lipton iced tea, free of preservatives and artificial flavors. It's delicious goodness, just the way nature intended it. Lipton, drink positive.
Welcome back to the December 2012 edition of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions Galactisports Rap. I'm David Barnes, owner of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions, and we're continuing our look at the results of the weekly Intergalactic Independent Wrestling Weekly Television program Collision with the November 21st episode. In the first match on the November 21st episode, Destine pinned the Irish Hellcat Shannon Egan after 2 executions of her finisher, Your Destiny. Ezekiel lost to Epsilon Beta when he tapped out to Epsilon Beta's finisher, the Beta Max. The Multiple Bellas defeated the Sisters at Heart when Bella Nord pinned Desiree with her finisher, the Bella Noche Kiss. The evil former brain surgeon Dr. Brain pinned the IIW transsexual Roseanne Palmer with a gut-wrench piledriver. The Cowboys from Hell had a successful return to the ring as Ricochet came back from his 4-week suspension for his part in the injury of the one-man army on October 27th when they defeated the Clan McFlynn after Ballistic pinned LJ McFlynn with the Cowboys finisher, the Innocent Blood. The Irish Brawler, Irish Brats, pinned Lady Contessa Windsor with her finisher, the Celtic I-Bomb. The former IIW champions, the Annihilators, defeated the 18-Wheelers when Krogan pinned Peterbilt with the Annihilators finisher, the Imminent Destruction. The Skyscrapers took on the Samoan Vice Squad in the next match. Many of the moves they used in the match were ineffective against the Samoans as they attempted neckbreakers, snapmares, and bulldogs to try and wear them down. In the end, Tika executed the Vice Squad's finisher, the Samoan Smasher, on Rex Guy, but Lex pulled the referee out of the ring in order to break up the pin. Big mistake, Lex. It cost you the match via disqualification. The BFFs defeated the Lady Gladiators when Brittany Hilton pinned Gothica with a spinning leg lariat. Lord Alan Windsor took on Harvard Yale for the 3rd consecutive time, but unfortunately for Lord Alan, the 3rd time wasn't the charm as he would fall victim to the Harvard Law School graduate's finishing move, the Law Review. Nelson Nut took on the IIW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queen Bees, in a non-title bout in the next matchup. Tough Enough executed her finisher, the Show Enough, on Queen Bee number 2, but Queen Bee number 1 came into the ring and broke up the pin attempt. As the referee was escorting Queen Bee number 1 back to the ring apron, Justine came into the ring and helped her sift through with Queen Bee number 2 into the ropes, and then she hit Queen Bee number 2 with a spear, while at the same time Tuffy connected with a Superman punch, which led to the pinfall victory for Tuffy. Demaya, the Devil's Daughter, defended the IIW Women's title against Misfit on this episode's Best of 3 Falls Titan Death Match main event. Demaya won the first fall after pinning Misfit with her finisher, the Devil's Seed. Misfit evened things up in the second fall when, after 4 consecutive executions of her finisher, the Bowplex, she finally got the pinfall victory over Demaya. And then, in the third and deciding fall, a new IIW Women's Champion was crowned when Misfit hit Demaya with one more execution of the Bowplex to score the pinfall victory. In the first match on the November 28th episode of IIW Collision, the 18-Wheelers defeated the TNT Boys when Kenworth pinned Terry with the Wheelers' finisher, the Fifth Wheel. The Sisters at Heart took on the Lady Gladiators in the second match of the night. Ambrosia climbed to the top of the turnbuckle in order to perform a shooting star splash on Gothica, but the alleged weaker link of the Lady Gladiator team recovered, grabbed Epsilon Beta's wife, and then threw her to the mat before hitting her with her finishing move, the Aetherian Warhead, to get a quick pinfall victory. The Irish Hellcat Shannon Egan pinned Lady Contessa Windsor with a Hurricane Rana. Plain Jane White pinned the IIW transsexual Roseanne Palmer with her finishing move, Nothing Special. After ramming the Andromedan Man-Bull's head into the commentator's table at ringside, Bane forced Torres to submit to his finisher, the Bane Breaker. The cocky loudmouth Johnny Black Knight defeated Hunter Orion by a countout. The Samoan Vice Squad got a pinfall victory over the Clan McFlynn after Sununu used the Vice Squad's finisher, the Samoan Smasher, on Jason McFlynn. The Skyscrapers took on the Cowboys from Hell in the next match. During the match, Ballistic was hit by the Skyscrapers' finisher, the Falling Skies, not to mention 4 consecutive executions of the Skybuster by Lex Sky, but he managed each time to prevent being pinned. He also nearly got himself disqualified when he tossed an unfolded steel chair at Rex's head as he dove off the top turnbuckle outside the ring while attempting a double axe handle. But in the end, it took a Falling Skies on Ricochet to give Rex Sky the pinfall victory for his team. The Molto Bellas defeated Los Tamales Caliente when Bella Nord pinned Spice with her finisher, the Mambo Italiano. After getting hit with a springboard corkscrew moonsault in her match with Bootylicious Bertha, the Irish Brawler Irish Brats left the ring in order to regroup, only to have Bertha follow her out of the ring and repeatedly ram her head into the security force field barrier that separated the fans from the ring. The referee came out of the ring and warned Bertha to stop, but the adrenaline that was flowing through her body at that time would not allow her to hear the referee's instructions and forced her disqualification. For his return match since his injuries at the hands of King Francois Dubois and the Cowboys from Hell on October 17th, One Man Army was given a rematch against the self-proclaimed King of Grenoble, France, who brought the Cowboys to the ring with him, calling them his Musketeers. It was quickly apparent to the fans that the King's Musketeers were simply there to interfere in the match should the former Marine drill sergeant make an attempt to pin Dubois, because that's exactly what they did when One Man Army played taps on their King when they attempted to enter the ring and distract One Man Army, only to be stopped by the referee, who ordered them back to the locker room. A few minutes later, both wrestlers began to brawl outside the ring. The referee began a 10 count, but as soon as he saw Francois grab his cape from the timekeeper's table at ringside and begin to choke the One Man Army with it, he called for the bell and disqualified Dubois. The final best of 3 falls Titan Deathmatch title defense for the month of November pitted the IIW Women's Tag Team Champions, the Queen Bees, against the BFFs. During the first fall, the Queen Bees switched places outside the ring. Brittany Hilton hit one of the Queen Bees, allegedly Queen Bee number 2, with a shooting star knee drop. When that Queen Bee tried to leave the ring in order to make another switch attempt, Brittany pulled her back to the center of the ring and made the cover, only to get a 2 count. Brittany then used her finisher, That's Hot, to get the 3 count and take the first fall for the BFFs. During the second fall, the referee was knocked out when Donna Trump attempted to throw whichever Queen Bee it was that was in the ring into the turnbuckle, only to have that bee collide with the ref. While he was down, Donna used her finisher, You're Fired, on the down bee, but there was no referee to see the pin. A frustrated Trump tried to revive the referee, but while this was going on, the Queen Bee that was outside the ring grabbed one of their ornamental metal stingers that they strap onto their bottoms when walking to the ring and tossed it to the Queen Bee in the ring, who blasted it upside Donna's head before tossing it back out and making the cover. The referee miraculously recovered at that point and counted, but only got the 2 before Donna kicked out. In the end, the Queen Bees took the second fall after one of the Queen Bees, allegedly Queen Bee number 1, since it was still unsure which Queen Bee was in the ring after the switch in the first fall, pinned Brittany with one of the Queen Bee's specialty moves, the honeycomb. In the third and deciding fall, the Queen Bees may or may not have made another switch attempt outside the ring. Whichever Queen Bee it was that was in the ring before the switch attempt, allegedly Queen Bee number 1 attempted to pin Brittany after they hit her with their finisher, the swarm attack. Donna came into the ring and broke up the pin, but while the referee was escorting her back to the ring apron, the Queen Bees grabbed their metal stingers and blasted Brittany on both sides of her head with them before tossing them back out, leading to the pinfall victory for the Queen Bees and allowing them to successfully retain the IIW Women's Tag Belts. We're going to take our final commercial timeout. And when we return, it'll be time to reveal the results of Pride and Honor Fighting number 9, which took place at the Hippico Arena on November 24th. We'll see you in a few minutes.
For the bears, it's dinner time. But these bears are not content with just a main course. They grab a pasta dish from Bear Creek. They're new. Mama Bear just adds water, and in minutes it's ready. The heartiest of pasta dishes. So creamy and rich, with 7 delicious choices. They're sure to please the whole family. Try something new. Pasta dishes from Bear Creek. The heartiest taste, bear none.
See something neat?
It's the tablet from Sony.
I can rent new movies, buy new movies, and I can play PlayStation games.
Get millions of songs.
Plus, I can control the TV with it.
Watch. Ta-da!
And it can do this. But get your own.
The best of Sony folded into one. Sony Tablet. Share your Sony.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA batteries now last up to 9 times longer versus Energizer Max, which means up to 9 times less waste. Improved Energizer Ultimate Lithium. That's positive energy.
When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? 'Cause I'm ready for you. It's time for us to stop throwing down. Look and see who's standing now. It's time for us to start throwing
down. When everyone else is going to sleep, I'm just getting up. Every night, in every bakery cafe, we bake fresh bread from fresh dough. Not because it's easy, but because that's what makes the best bread. And when it comes out of the oven, it smells so good. At Panera, baking is our passion. It's a craft and an art form. Real bread, fresh dough, done right. Making today better. It's a belief that fresh bread makes the difference.
I never thought it would be so easy.
I was done before I knew it. Staining was fast. The protective finish was flawless.
So easy, I did it again.
Minwax makes and keeps wood beautiful, easily.
We're back with our final segment on the December 2012 edition of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions Galactisports Rap. I'm David Barnes, owner of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions, and now it's time for the results of Pride and Honor Fighting number 9, which took place on November 27th at the Hippico Arena. Fireball Joe Thomas knocked out Sidewinder in a middleweight division bout at 146 of the first round by way of a roundhouse kick. Whole Wheat Kendall Toast defeated Justin Spider Weber in their heavyweight division match at 2:51 of the third round by tap out due to an STF. In the second heavyweight division match of the night, Kimball and the Regal Marcus Griffin went the full 3 rounds, putting the match in the hands of the judges, who awarded the victory to Kimball 29-28. In the light heavyweight division, Shogun knocked out former Arena Fighting League member Vang at 4 minutes 6 seconds of the third round with a diving punch. Heinrich von Mar got the fastest victory of the night in the second middleweight division match of the night when he knocked out Jazaki at 46 seconds of the second round with a series of hammer fists. In a welterweight division match, the largemouth Stan Lee Bass defeated Casey Walsh by tap out at 4 minutes 14 seconds of the first round due to a knee bar. In the women's division, Sanctuary defeated Kira Strutter at 3 minutes 58 seconds of the third round by tap out due to a key lock. Los Aurelier and the Machine, Ethan Mercer, went the full 3 rounds in the second light heavyweight division match of the night, but in the end, neither man won the bout as the judges declared the fight a draw. The French tickler Marcel Chevalier knocked out Aaron Cornell at 3 minutes 21 seconds of the second round with a jab to remain the PHF welterweight division champion. And in the final match of the evening, the Peanut Haley Jean knocked out Catherine Gracie at 13 seconds of round number 4 with an inside leg kick and an overhand right to successfully hold on to the PHF Women's Division title. And that is all the time we have for this edition of Galactisports Rap. This program is written and produced by David Barnes, utilizing the 4.0 version of the Sony Asset Music Creation Program and Windows Movie Maker. All news and events featured in this program are based on matches played based upon and utilizing the rules and gaming system for the Filsinger Games published Champions of the Galaxy Wrestling game and the Filsinger Games published PLEIADES Outlaw Warfare Mixed Martial Arts game. This program was created with written permission of Filsinger Games, and any rebroadcast over any airwave or internet site without the express written permission of its creator David Barnes is strictly prohibited. For more information about the Champions of the Galaxy Wrestling game or the PLEIADES Outlaw Warfare Mixed Martial Arts game, visit www.filsingergames.com. So until next year, for all of us here at Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions, we wish you a Merry Christmas, a happy and prosperous New Year, and invite you to join us again in January 2013 for another edition of Orion Sports and Entertainment Promotions Galactisports Rap.